Your constant pursuit of happiness is exactly what's making you unhappy. The more desperately you chase after happiness, the more it eludes you. You've been sold a lie that happiness is something to be achieved rather than a natural byproduct of gratitude. You keep thinking the next achievement, the next purchase, the next relationship will finally make you happy. But here's the brutal truth. You're running on a hedonic treadmill, exhausting yourself while staying in exactly the same. Your pursuit of happiness has become a form of suffering, a never-ending race that's leaving you too tired to notice the joy that's already present in your life. Have you ever observed how a single moment of genuine gratitude can transform your entire day? Not the superficial thank you we mindlessly mutter, but that deep, soul-stirring appreciation that makes your heart expand and your eyes well up with tears. The kind that hits you unexpectedly. Perhaps when you're watching a child take their first steps, or when a stranger holds the door open for you while your arms are full of groceries. You see, gratitude isn't just a polite gesture or a feel-good practice. It's the master key that unlocks the door to abundance, joy, and profound inner peace. But here's the truth that might sting a little. Most of us have forgotten how to be truly grateful. We become experts at complaining, at focusing on what's missing, at seeing the thorns while completely overlooking the rose. Let me share something with you. Earlier this week, I met someone who completely shifted my perspective on gratitude. A woman who lost her eyesight in her 30s. You'd expect her to be bitter, resentful, maybe even angry at the world. Instead, she told me with a radiant smile, losing my sight helped me see what truly matters. I'm grateful because now I can hear the love in people's voices, feel the warmth of their hearts, and appreciate life's beauty in ways I never could before. Her words hit me like a thunderbolt. How many of us with perfect vision walk through life blind to its miracles? How many of us take for granted the simple act of seeing a sunrise, reading a book, or looking into the eyes of our loved ones? But let's get really honest here. Why is it so challenging for us to maintain a grateful heart? The answer lies in our brain's natural tendency to focus on problems, on potential threats, on what could go wrong. It's an ancient survival mechanism that served us well when we were dodging predators on the savannah. But in today's world, this negative bias has become our greatest obstacle to happiness and fulfillment. Think about your morning today. What did you focus on? The traffic that made you late? The coffee that wasn't hot enough? The email that rubbed you the wrong way? Or did you pause to appreciate the fact that you woke up breathing, that you have a job to go to, that you can afford coffee in the first place? You see, gratitude isn't about denying life's challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing where to direct your attention. It's about understanding that in any given moment, there are countless things going right in your life, even if a few things are going wrong. Right now, your heart is beating without you having to think about it. Your lungs are drawing in air. Your body is digesting food, creating new cells and healing itself. Billions of complex processes are happening simultaneously to keep you. Isn't that worthy of gratitude? But here's where it gets really interesting. Gratitude isn't just some fluffy, feel-good concept. Science has proven that practicing gratitude literally rewires your brain. It increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. It reduces stress hormones, improves sleep, strengthens relationships, and even boosts your immune system. When you choose gratitude, you're not just changing your mood. You're changing your brain's chemistry. You're creating new neural pathways that make it easier to find joy, peace, and satisfaction in your daily life. You're literally programming yourself for happiness. But let's address the elephant in the room. Some of you might be thinking, easy for you to say. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know my struggles, my pain, my challenges. And you're right, I don't. But I do know this. Gratitude isn't about comparing your life to others or minimizing your struggles. It's about finding light even in the darkest corners of your experience. What if everything you're going through right now, yes, even the painful stuff, is preparing you for something greater? What if your challenges are actually opportunities for growth, for developing strength, resilience, and wisdom that you couldn't acquire in any other way? Think about the hardest thing you've ever gone through. Now think about how that experience shaped you, what it taught you, how it made you stronger. And you find even a small reason to be grateful for that challenge. This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. It's about recognizing that even in our darkest moments, there are seeds of growth, learning, and transformation. Let me be clear. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean you'll never feel sad, angry, or frustrated again. Those emotions are part of the human experience. But gratitude gives you a lifeline, an anchor that keeps you steady when life's storms are raging around you. Would you like to know the real secret to sustained happiness? It's not about having more money, more success, more possessions. It's about appreciating what you already have. It's about training your mind to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, the sacred in the mundane. When was the last time you stood in awe of a sunset? Not just glancing at it while scrolling through your phone, but really taking it in. When did you last savor each bite of your meal? Feeling genuine appreciation for the farmers who grew the food, the people who transported it, the hands that prepared it? When did you last look at your loved ones? Really look at them and feel overwhelmed with gratitude for their presence in your life. We become so accustomed to rushing through our days, chasing the next big thing, that we've lost the art of presence. And presence, my friends, is where gratitude lives. It lives in those quiet moments when you suddenly realize that this ordinary day is actually a miracle in disguise. Let's do something together right now. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Now think of 3 things in your life that you usually take for granted. Maybe it's the roof over your head, the ability to walk, or the fact that you have access to clean water. Really let yourself feel the weight of these blessings. Notice how your body responds when you focus on appreciation instead of lack. You see, every time you choose gratitude, you're making a radical declaration. You're saying, life isn't happening to me. It's happening for me. You're shifting from victim to creator, from passive observer to active participant in your own joy. But here's something crucial we need to address: the gratitude gap. It's that space between knowing we should be grateful and actually feeling grateful. Many of us have turned gratitude into another item on our to-do list, another should that makes us feel guilty when we don't do it perfectly. That's not what this is about. True gratitude isn't a duty. It's a gift you give yourself. It's not about forcing positive thoughts or suppressing negative ones. It's about expanding your awareness to include both the challenges and the blessings and choosing where to. Think about water for a moment. When you're thirsty, water is the most precious thing in the world. But how often do you feel grateful when you turn on your tap? We tend to appreciate things only when we lose them or when we see others who don't have them. But what if we could maintain that appreciation without needing the contrast of loss? Everything you take for granted today is something someone else is desperately praying for. Your problems are someone else's dreams. That job that stresses you out. Someone unemployed would love to have it. That partner sometimes annoys you. Someone lonely would give anything for that companionship. Those children who exhaust you. Someone struggling with infertility would consider them the greatest blessing. This isn't meant to make you feel guilty. It's meant to wake you up to the abundance that's already present in your life. Because here's the paradox. The more grateful you become, the more reasons you find to be grateful. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see all the beautiful things that were there all along. But gratitude isn't just about appreciating the good things. Sometimes, the deepest gratitude comes from our greatest challenges. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every heartbreak is a chance to grow wiser. Every failure is a lesson that's preparing you for future success. Consider the challenges you're facing right now. What if, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You ask, what is this teaching me? What if every difficulty was actually a gift in disguise, wrapped in uncomfortable packaging? Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negative emotions or to pretend everything is perfect. The goal is to develop the capacity to hold both. So acknowledge the difficulties while remaining open to the gifts they might contain. To feel the pain while still being able to say thank you for the growth it brings. Think about a tree in a storm. The wind doesn't just challenge the tree. It strengthens its roots. The rain doesn't just wet the tree. It nourishes it. Your challenges are doing the same for you. They're not just testing you. They're strengthening you, preparing you, expanding you. Let me share something powerful with you. Gratitude is a form of abundance. When you're grateful, you're rich regardless of what you own. When you're grateful, you're never alone, regardless of who's physically present. When you're grateful, you're never lost regardless of where you are on your path. But let's talk about something that might be uncomfortable. The resistance we feel to gratitude. Have you noticed how your mind automatically finds what's wrong in any situation? How it can list a dozen complaints in an instant, but this isn't your fault. Your brain is designed to scan for problems. It's trying to keep you safe. But in today's world, this ancient survival mechanism has become a barrier to your happiness. The good news? You can retrain your brain. You can create new neural pathways that make gratitude your default response. Consider your daily routine. From the moment you wake up, you're making choices about where to direct your attention. When you check your phone first thing in the morning, you're choosing to fill your mind with other people's agendas, problems, and dramas. But what if you started your day differently? What if your first thought was, thank you for this new day, for this fresh start, for this chance to begin again? Some of you might be thinking, but my life is really difficult right now. How can I be grateful when everything seems to be falling apart? This is where we need to understand something crucial. Gratitude isn't about ignoring your problems. It's about expanding your perspective to include both the challenges and the blessings. Even in your darkest moments, you have a choice. You can focus solely on what's wrong, or you can also acknowledge what's still right. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about complete thinking. It's about seeing the full picture of your life, not just the challenging parts. Let's go deeper. Have you noticed that the things you're most grateful for today were often the things you once worried about? That job you stressed about getting. Now it's your daily routine. That relationship you feared might never happen. Now it's your normal life. That goal you thought was impossible. Now it's just another achievement in your past. What does this tell us? That most of our worries never materialize and that today's blessings were once tomorrow's uncertainties. So perhaps, just perhaps, the things you're worried about right now will one day be the very things you're grateful for. But gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about doing good. When you're truly grateful, it naturally overflows into generosity. You want to share your blessings, contribute to others, make a difference. Gratitude transforms you from a taker into a giver, from someone who asks, what can I get? To someone who asks, what can I give? Think about the last time someone showed you unexpected kindness. How did it make you feel? That warm glow in your heart, that renewed faith in humanity. That's what gratitude feels like. And here's the beautiful thing. When you express gratitude, you create that feeling, not just for yourself, but for others. Every thank you is a gift that costs nothing but means everything. Every moment of appreciation is an investment in your relationships, your well-being, your future. When you thank the barista who makes your coffee, the colleague who helps with the project, the stranger who holds the door, you're not just being polite. You're creating connections, spreading positivity, making the world a little bit brighter. But here's something we rarely talk about: the courage it takes to be grateful. Yes, courage. Because being truly grateful means being vulnerable. It means admitting that we need others, that we're not completely self-sufficient, that we're all interconnected in this grand tapestry of life. When you say thank you from your heart, you're acknowledging that someone has touched your life, made it better, easier, more beautiful. You're admitting that you couldn't have done it all alone. And in our fiercely independent culture, that takes real courage. Consider the people in your life who have helped shape who you are today, the teachers who believed in you, the friends who stood by you, the family members who supported you, even the critics who challenged you to grow. Have you truly expressed your gratitude to them? Not just in passing, but in a way that lets them know the difference they've made in your life. You see, unexpressed gratitude is like an unopened gift. It benefits no one. Your appreciation, when expressed, has the power to transform relationships, heal old wounds, bridge divides, and create moments of genuine human connection. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: the relationship between gratitude and personal power. Many people mistakenly believe that focusing on gratitude means settling for less, accepting mediocrity, or giving up on their dreams. Nothing could be further from the truth. Gratitude is not complacency. Being grateful for what you have doesn't mean you stop growing, stop achieving, stop pursuing your dreams. Instead, gratitude provides the foundation from which all meaningful growth springs. When you appreciate where you are, you create the emotional stability needed to reach where you want to go. Think about it. When you're constantly focusing on what's missing in your life, you're operating from a place of scarcity. Your actions are driven by fear, anxiety, and a sense of lack. But when you cultivate gratitude, you operate from abundance. Your actions are driven by inspiration, creativity, and possibility. The quality of your life is directly proportional to the amount of gratitude you're willing to feel and express. Not the amount of money you make, not the status you achieve, not the possessions you accumulate, but the gratitude you cultivate. Some of the most miserable people I've met have everything society tells us we should want: wealth, status, success. And some of the most joyful, peaceful people I've encountered have what many would consider very little. The difference? Their level of gratitude. Let's address another misconception, that gratitude is a passive state. True gratitude is active. It's a choice you make moment by moment, situation by situation. It's a muscle you strengthen through consistent practice. Just like physical exercise transforms your body, gratitude practice transforms your mind and spirit. But here's the key. Gratitude must be specific to be powerful. Saying I'm grateful for everything is like saying I love everybody. It sounds nice but lacks depth and meaning. Instead, get specific. What exactly are you grateful for? Why? How has it enriched your life? When you dig deeper into your gratitude, you discover layers of blessing you never noticed before. That cup of morning coffee, be grateful, not just for the coffee, but for the farmers who grew it, the people who processed it, the entire chain of events and individuals that brought it to your cup. That's when gratitude becomes transformative. Consider your body for a moment. Right now, your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, your digestive system is working, your immune system is protecting you, all without any conscious effort on your part. How often do you pause to appreciate this miracle that is your body? Even the parts of your body you might complain about are serving you faithfully. Those legs you wish were chapelier, they carry you wherever you need to go. That nose you think is too big, it helps you breathe and smell the wonderful aromas of life. That voice you're self-conscious about, it allows you to communicate, to express, but gratitude goes beyond appreciating the good things. True mastery comes when you can be grateful for the challenges too. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity for growth. Every setback contains the seeds of an equal or greater comeback. Every no leads you closer to your destiny, yes. Think about the hardest times in your life. While you wouldn't choose to go through them again, can you see how they shaped you, how they strengthened you, how they led you to where you are now? That's the paradox of gratitude. Sometimes our greatest blessings come disguised as our biggest. When you develop this level of gratitude, something magical happens. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become a creator of experiences. You stop waiting for life to give you reasons to be grateful and start finding reasons in everything. Remember, gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when things go your way. It's about maintaining a grateful heart even when life doesn't meet your expectations. It's about trusting that every experience, whether pleasant or painful, is contributing to your growth. The most powerful transformation happens when gratitude becomes not just something you do, but something you are, when it's no longer a practice, but a way of being. When you don't need reminders to be grateful because appreciation flows naturally from your heart. Let me share something profound with you. Every moment of gratitude is a moment of perfect peace. In that instant, when you're truly grateful, there's no anxiety about the future, no regrets about the past. You're completely present, completely at peace, completely alive to the miracle of now. Think about the last time you felt deeply grateful. Notice how in that moment all your problems temporarily dissolved. You weren't worried about your to-do list or your bank balance or what others thought of you. You were simply present, appreciating being. That's the power of gratitude. It brings you back to the only moment that truly exists. But here's where many of us get stuck. We wait for extraordinary moments to feel grateful. We think we need something big, something special, something dramatic to trigger our gratitude. But true gratitude finds the extraordinary in the ordinary, the miraculous in the mundane. The sun rising each morning, extraordinary. The ability to take a deep breath, miraculous. The fact that you're alive, reading these words, capable of understanding them, absolutely amazing. When you truly understand this, every moment becomes an opportunity for gratitude. Consider this. What if you lived as though everything was a gift? Your challenges, a gift of growth. Your relationships, a gift of connection. Your mistakes, a gift of learning. Your successes, a gift of encouragement. How would this perspective change your experience of life? The truth is, you don't need to change your circumstances to experience more gratitude. You just need to change your perception. The same life that feels heavy with problems can feel rich with blessings. It all depends on where you choose to focus your attention. But let's be real. Maintaining gratitude isn't always easy. There will be days when life tests you, when problems pile up, when it feels like everything is going wrong. These are the moments when gratitude matters most. These are the times when choosing gratitude becomes an act of courage, of resilience, of spiritual maturity. In these challenging moments, start small. Be grateful for your breath, for the ground beneath your feet, for the ability to feel, to think, to choose. Let these small moments of gratitude be stepping stones that lead you back. Remember, gratitude is not about comparison. It's not about thinking, well, at least I'm better off than others. That's not gratitude. That's just a subtle form of judgment. True gratitude stands alone. It doesn't need comparison to be valid. It simply acknowledges and appreciates what is. As we draw to a close, I want to leave you with this thought. Gratitude is not just a practice for when life is good. It's a practice that makes life good. It's not just a response to blessings. It's what brings the blessings forth. Every morning when you open your eyes, you have a choice. You can focus on what's lacking, or you can appreciate what's present. You can dwell on your problems, or you can celebrate your blessings. You can see life as a series of burdens to bear, or as a collection of gifts to unwrap. The choice is yours. And it's a choice you'll make not once, but again and again, moment by moment, day by day. Choose gratitude. Choose it not because you should, but because you understand that it's the key to experiencing the fullness of life. Let gratitude be your compass, guiding you through both the storms and the sunshine of life. Let it be your anchor, keeping you steady when the winds of change blow strong. Let it be your light, illuminating the beauty that exists in every moment, every experience, every breath. Because in the end, it's not about having what you want. It's about wanting what you have. It's not about getting everything right. It's about making the most of everything that is. It's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain with a grateful heart. This is your moment. This is your life. And it's all a gift. The question is, are you ready to receive it with gratitude?